Well, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. My question this morning is to the acting premier. This government has spent almost $23 billion of taxpayers' money on business support programs over the last 5 years. We already know that most of the grants go to the oldest, wealthiest corporations, with 80% of the money being handed out by invitation only. This morning, a new report was released by the Financial Accountability Office, which examined 12 of these programs. Shockingly, the FAO found no evidence to show that any of these programs produce actual results. Mr. Speaker, how can the Liberal government spend billions and billions of dollars with no evidence that taxpayers are getting value for money?
The Minister of Economic Development and Growth.
Minister of Economic Development and Growth.
Thanks very much, Speaker. I want to thank the member for his question, and I want to go beyond that to thank the FAO for the report that came out a little bit earlier today. Speaker, the member asking the question talks about the evidence that demonstrates that the plan that our government has embarked on over the last number of years with respect to strategic supports for business. What's the evidence that it's actually working, Speaker? And I would simply point to the fact that Ontario's economy is stronger today than it's been at any time in recent memory. We know, and the members in the Conservative Party know, since the depths of the economic recession, we've created more than 800,000 jobs, Speaker. We know, for example, that our unemployment rate is lower today than at any other time in the last 17 years, Speaker. We know that we've been below the national average as it relates to unemployment and now for almost 3 consecutive years, and we know that the province of Ontario's GDP is outpacing not only the rest of the country, Speaker, but the entire G7. I would suggest to the member asking the question that though we thank the FAO for his report, the evidence is in how lives across Ontario have improved because of our investments.
Supplementary.
Well, Mr. Speaker, back to the minister. In 2012, the Drummond report identified approximately 50 business support programs in Ontario. Today, there are over 100 such programs on the books. Of the 12 that the FAO examined, only 3 collected performance measures and only 5 had any targets or benchmarks. Minister, you're handing out $5 billion every single year. This government doesn't seem to know what programs are running or what, if anything, they're actually accomplishing. Minister, is this just another Liberal slush fund?
Thank you, Minister.
Thanks very much, Speaker. You know, I don't want to repeat what I said in the opening answer to the first question, but again, every single economic indicator, whether we're talking about unemployment, whether we're talking about GDP, whether we're talking about how consistently the statistics point to the fact that lives have improved and that our economy has gotten stronger, Speaker. All of that evidence is clearly there, and the member opposite's heard me answer multiple questions on this topic in my time in this particular portfolio, Speaker. But I would also point out that when we talk about how strong the economy is, it also means that the lives of people across the province of Ontario are getting better because of the economic prosperity. The jobs that we're creating via our strategic investments are helping to improve lives in every corner of Ontario, and specifically, because I know this member's talked about some of our regional investments, Speaker, I want to point out that the Southwestern Ontario Development Fund invested in Lambton, Kent, Middlesex, $3.5 million to help create and sustain.
Thank you.